Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S DREAMS. Pisces, this is your reading, and again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates, and please, please leave the rest. Um, a lot of things are coming to. You're having. You're having a lot of aha moments, Pisces. There's a lot of things that are falling into place. There is I feel that there was a period in time, like during the last few weeks, where everything kind of felt like it was just mush. Um, like you were looking at your life and there was like this huge puzzle where it seemed like nothing fit, like nothing was working, like nothing was going your way. It just seemed like, even if you tried to start it at the edges, it wasn't working. If you were trying to match colors, it wasn't working. It just kind of felt very chaotic. And what I love about this is the fact that even though it felt like that, you still persevere. You knew that something was meant for you. You knew that that you were walking with purpose, even if it seemed at the moment like you weren't. Let's just be honest. But it's almost kind of like during this time something has lifted and everything is falling into place. Everything is falling into place. Everything is going exactly as it has to. There, it is almost kind of like something is very much propelled forward. There is a new interest when it comes to the heart, whether this is somebody like a person that you're interested in, or like a new passion, a new creative outlet, because I do feel this pulling energy coming through from the heart. um Somebody is thinking or talking about getting a pet. I don't know if you guys like, there's people here discussing whether to get a cat or a dog, but what they really want is a goat, is what I'm picking up. I don't know why. The goat is very significant for your reading. I'm not exactly sure. Let's look up what goats mean spiritually. I love it when the animals come up. A complex mix of strength, fertility, and sometimes even a rebellious and untamed energy is the goat. And I feel that this is definitely an energy that a lot of you have been embodying. As again, it seemed, it almost seemed that for a few weeks things were going against you, things were not working in your favor, etc., etc. And all of a sudden it's like you're seeing how everything is working out exactly the way that you wanted it. Everything is like excuse me, guys. um you've come into alignment with the things that you desire, with the things that you have been working for. And I really like this energy. There is somebody from afar that is reaching out. For some of you, this is a parent. um this parent, and again, I need you to hear this part, Pisces. This person that is reaching from afar is going to apologize for certain behaviors that you thought they would never apologize for. Now, do not be surprised if within 48 hours after the conversation, this person goes back into the same patterns. This apology has nothing to do with this person's growth. This apology is something that Spirit is gifting you so that you can honestly and fully close the door on something that you've been carrying around for many years. We'll use a quick example. There's somebody in my life that um, I always wished to talk to about my spiritual aspects, about the things that I've learned and things like that. And this person is very religious, so it's something that has never really been in the cards throughout the years. But every time I get together with this person and we start having conversations, it amazes me how Spirit allows me to have these conversations. And this person is not even aware of the things that they're saying. And it's like woven in within their religion, the spirit brings certain things out, even if they're oblivious to it, even if they're not seeing the connection with certain things. It still has allowed us to have these types of conversations that I've always dreamt of having with this person. And again, this person is not changing their point of view on anything. This person is not walking away from their religion. This person still very much does not agree with what I do and things like that. But there has been this common ground, right, that I've wanted for so long, that spirit has gifted me. And it has nothing to do with the other person. It was just something that my own spirit, my own soul needed during this lifetime. And that's kind of where I feel that this apology from this individual is coming. It's almost kind of like at the moment that they are apologizing, they're channeling spirit, and they're not even aware of what it is that they're saying. I hope that makes sense. There is a move here. There's a big move that okay. There's a big move here, and there's something about your belongings being delayed. So like, let's say if you're moving to like another town, another state or whatever, and you pay like a moving company or whatever, if for some reason the truck that is carrying your things gets misrouted, like goes somewhere where it's not supposed, like, I don't know, there's some confusion here where your things arrive like a week later than what they should have. That is what I'm picking up here. Or this can simply be like a delay in getting keys or getting something. There's a delay here, and this delay is coming through by some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding that delays something, right? Misroutes something, like, you could have given like your bank account number over the phone, and somebody puts in like a wrong number, so whenever they're trying to retract the down payment for something, it's not going through, right? And it's like, no, that's not possible. Like, I had something similar happen where I went to one of the doctor's office, and she's like, oh, the insurance number that ends in blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, oh, it's not going through. I'm like, how are you telling me it's not going through? And we're going back and forth, and I'm like, I literally just used this insurance card like a week ago. Like, how are you telling me it's not going through? And then I go ahead and I call my ex, and I'm like, hey, is something happening with your insurance, this and this and that. Can you call the doc? And then he calls me back, and he's like, I read the number to them. They had like an extra one in there. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, all I had to do was read the entire number back to them. But I was all caught up in my own crap, right? That I was like, yeah, it's the one that ends in those 4 digits. And I just assumed, right, that they had the correct number when in fact they had an extra one, right? And it's kind of like that energy where there's like a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, and something gets a little delayed for like about an hour. So just kind of keep that in mind. And for those of you wondering, like, oh, how it's a doctor that they seen for like forever. So how that extra one got in there, I have no idea. I just knew that day I didn't have it in me. So as soon as they tried to run it like 3 times and it wasn't going through, I was just like, okay, I'm going to have him reach out because I don't know what's going on. And I text him and I was like, hey, can you reach out to them because I don't know what's going on and I don't have the energy. And it is okay when you, like, there's nothing to be ashamed of here, Pisces. And I think that this is why the story is coming up. Sometimes, especially as mothers, when we're not able to handle something, society has this thing of like trying to put us down or trying to make us seem like we're not worthy or anything like that. And that is not the case, right? So like, by example, I am divorced and we share 4 children. And there are times where my mind is just not there, or my spirit just doesn't want to deal with something. And I will just go ahead and text him or call him and be like, hey, can you take care of this? And even though we're not together, it's like, yeah, I'll take care of it. And he goes ahead and he takes care of it. Now, has it always been like that? No. Again, this is something that as with everything else in my life, I've spoken out into reality what I want. I speak out into reality the relationship that I want to have as a co-parent, the friendship that I want to have with him, right? I speak over my life about the relationships that I want to have with my sisters, with my mother, with my parents, with my father, with everybody. And if what I'm speaking out is not in alignment, right, for them or for me, then those relationships are basically terminated. And that's kind of like where you have to have to kind of like come into a place where if you're speaking something over your life, right, and it doesn't come to pass, is either A, because it is not the time, or B, this event or this person or whatever is not meant to be in your life. So you also kind of have to be aware of that energy, Pisces. Okay. Oh my God, bro. All right, let's go ahead and see. Anything else the Pisces needs to know, either in regards to this apology or this delay that is coming? Um, we have the King of Swords in the upright with the Ace of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This apology, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. This apology, again, is for nothing more than to close a certain chapter in your life, to kind of allow a healing process or something of that matter to fully happen. Maybe an apology was something that you thought that you really didn't need, but your spirit really needs it at this time, and it is coming in for that. It is not necessarily coming in to change the dynamic of a relationship or of a connection. So I really need you to keep that in mind. Anything else, Spirit? We have abundance and the Prince of Wands in the reverse. So with the abundance card is the Three of Cups. The Five of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and then the Prince of Swords in the reverse. There is again this big move, or this big something is coming for you, something that you've been working on, something that you really wanted to manifest is going to come through. And there is this sense that whatever was, and again, I apologize for the background noise. I do have my headphones and I try to minimize it, but my oldest is on the other side of these doors and he is also working. He works from home. He's a game maker, game coding person, whatever. Like, he creates games from scratch. So he gets very excited when he's working. So anyways, there is this sense here of you, whatever it was that was quote unquote like in the way, right? Whatever it was that was quote unquote trying to sabotage something, or may have seemed like it was trying to sabotage, or any challenges that you may have had to this abundance that is coming in, it is quickly being removed. You're seeing through it, or you're seeing what part it played. I think that these aspects of like the worry and the back and forth with something were there to teach you a lesson, because whatever it is that you're trying to create, or whatever it is that you're trying to bring into this world, it is something that is not just for you yourself to gain, but then for other people to gain as well. This is a lot bigger than what you want it to be. This is going to be a lot bigger than what you imagine it to be. So because of that, there were quote unquote like certain tests, quote unquote, that you had to pass, or you had to surpass in order to achieve this. And again, there is a lot that is still hidden, even from you, as to what this and I don't know, like, are you buying like another house? Are you like, I'm picking up like this group house type of energy, right? I don't know if it's like you want to start like a compound or something of the matter, but it's something that involves a lot of like other people are coming together within this space. Um, other people is what I'm picking up. Other people. And there's something within the challenges of attaining this, of lessons that needed to be learned within that space, Pisces. So let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. For Pisces, we are using the Work Your Light Oracle deck. I'm getting really thirsty all of a sudden. Whew. And my left ear is itching. ¿Quién está hablando de mí? They usually say, like, if your ear is itching, somebody's talking about you. Anybody's gonna be talking about you. Double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So again, this, whatever it is that you're working on has to do a lot with community. You're serving a purpose within community. Where is this card? And it involves a lot of other people, is what I'm picking up. Or involves other people. So all these challenges that you faced up to this point to attain this came for a reason. So if you find yourself in a space of delay, know that whatever that delay is not going to be long. I keep on picking up like a week is what they're saying. I don't even know how to say that. I don't even know. But these people, right, are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creation and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You and your soul... No, you are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at a soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. I need to take a nap. I've been up for too long. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all of the souls, whatever this name is, are the chastity. And so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. So again, whatever this is for you guys that you're trying to manifest, or that you will be manifesting during this time, has a lot to do, again, like how I said, with a lot of other people. And like, this is going to be bigger than what you picture it, than what you imagine it to be. And you just have to allow yourself to surrender it. And I feel that if you just keep on going the way that you've been going, and the way that you've been viewing this, and the way that you've been allowing things to flow, you're going to be very happy and very surprised with how things turn out for you. Well, Pisces, that is all that I have for you at this moment in time. Whew. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.